because they don't get that energy. And despite the fact that I have been in a full-blown rage towards 3 men on my property, that little boy hides behind his dad's truck and goes like this at me. And something about that says I'm in the right. Another thing about this war that I have going with my neighbor and legalities is that I have weaponized my front window. The thing about signs is that as long as they don't say anybody's name, nothing illegal about them. It's just art. So my neighbor, we had gotten in a fight recently. He was having some struggles with his kids. I went over and talked to his wife instead of calling CPS. I felt like that was a good person thing to do. And then he started trying to physically intimidate me. So he's in the Little Dick tribe with Gavin. He's one of the people that was outside of my house. And you know what I have figured out? My window of my house is like a Macy's window, like a gallery, like a display, right? I am a porn star. So pretty much 12 million people in the world have seen me naked. At least at this point, I'm about to be dancing butt naked in that window every fucking chance I get until I move out of this apartment. I am going to make my name is Dan Pumpin' Gavin. What's happening? Go eat a salad. I'm about to troll the shit out of these motherfuckers because you know what? Really, I'm just a single mom trying to mind my business. And a lot of times when you're single, men will try to push their energy upon you like you are a possessed woman by them. Like, I'm gonna treat you like my wife, I'm gonna tell you what to do, I'm gonna try to keep you safe. And I don't mind that type of energy. Sometimes I would say John has a protective energy towards me. I would say that, why do I forget your name right now? I would say Scott has a protective energy towards me, but men don't always have a protective energy towards me. And you know what? This week, those motherfuckers turned me into the bear. Because they keep talking about like, oh, who would you choose, a man or a bear, a man or a bear? And this week, 3 little dick men ganged up on me, and in the end, they called RPD and said I pulled a gun. It was terrible to lie on me like that and say I had a gun. Because I had 3, and they better stop fucking with me. Motherfucking bitch. How much of a bitch of a man are you? You gotta call the cops and tell them I got a gun and I don't. That's motherfucking crazy. But I am, ready to get up out of there. I'm ready to start my new life. I'm ready to get back to dick sucking. It's hard because I'm trying to retire from sex work, but I'm also hitting menopause at the same time. And I don't know if anybody else had 2 ovulations towards the course of the month of their menopause, but my ovulation is strong enough that I will fuck a vacuum handle. I'm not going to tell you how I came to that conclusion. You know what's the nice thing about Redding? My most viral video, porno video that I have, I picked up a homeless man on 273. I was driving my son to school, and I saw this man, and he had a blanket wrapped around him, but I could tell through the comforter that was a fine motherfucker. So I dropped my son off at school, and I turned around and I drove back down 273 looking for him. And I pulled up on him and I said, hey, do you want to go home and make a porno? And he said, yeah. And I took him home. I live right here on Buckeye Terrace, just behind the bar here. And he ended up living with me for 6 months. Yeah, and that really inspired me. I think that the next series I'm going to make for my pornos is going to be called Bum Fucks. Because in Redding, there's just an endless supply. You got a roll over. I really think I could go viral. I'm actually teasing. I'm trying to tell these jokes and get out of sucking dick, but I just never stop running my mouth. Women, we're mysterious. We're really mysterious and strange creatures. And one of the things about us is that there's 2 ways that we test whether or not our panties are clean. The first way is a density test. So say you're walking through your house and you see your chonies on the floor, and you say, you know, I'm not sure if I dropped those from the laundry or if I dropped those from the jeans. Let me go ahead and pick them up and find out. Universal women experiences, ladies, come on. So you pick them up, and the first thing that you do is you go to the crotch area. Now, when you get there, you want to take them and you want to scrunch them like this. If they crinkle like your Uncle Tito's jeans, that kind that had the bleach line down the front from the starch, they have failed the density test, and there is no need for you to go to any further tests. Now, say they do pass the density test and you're ready to proceed, the next test is a smell test. Now, the other day, I saw some panties of my own on the ground, so I went to pick them up, and I said, not sure if they're clean, let's start running those tests. And as I do, I lift them to my face and I take a hearty whiff. I hear my son say, wow, facing them is wild. Now, of course, I didn't intend for him to see me in this moment, but as I did, I thought to myself, should I be embarrassed? Or have I just taught him a very valuable lesson about women? There's a symbiotic relationship between black men and fat white women. It's a love affair for the ages. I love them and they love me. And they give me their big PPs. But based in that and the fact that I am in the sex work industry, I do get a lot of clients locally that are African American men. And I'm going to tell you a story about one of those experiences. Fat pussy is expensive. A lot of people look at me and they say, there's no way that this big woman could be a hooker. But this is 2024 and they pay what I weigh. Also, fat pussy is like a warm hug for your dick. And everybody should try it at least once in their lifetime. So anyways, I get a call to go to a date, and these are legitimate businesses. Hooking is a legitimate business. So you have to send me a deposit in order for me to come. And the gentleman sends the deposit, $100 deposit to go up to weed. So I take myself up to weed, and I don't know if you know this, but I'm a bit of a black dick hunter myself. They're rare locally, a little bit exotic. You can find the tribe of other white women that hunt them at the hen house, pop them real hard. I've been in Reddit a couple of years. Anyways, so I get there. It's an older African American gentleman. I'm ovulating. So I'm like, I could work with this, right? We could do this. And one of the things that you learn through prostitution is that crack cocaine has a feeling to it. When you walk into a room and there's some crack there, there's a little bit of buzz that you can tell. But see, the thing is, that pussy is expensive, as I said. And it's not for me to judge morally whether he's selling the crack or whether he's doing the crack. I'm just there to give him some crack. So we get to fucking, right? And as we're fucking, and he's stroking my ovulating pussy real good, he splays his mouth back in a fit of passion like this. And that's when I realize I'm getting fucked really good by a toothless crackhead. But you don't get to pick this one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank y'all for supporting Redding Comedy. Thank you for enjoying my set.
One more time, Kylie, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the fabulous Kylie. Thank you for showing up.